Hey yo, what's poppin'? What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Pretty Boy Rob and I'm hanging out with you for today's episode of Shoe Care Academy. For today's video, we have someone's sneaker of the year and we gotta make them look right. For this video, it's gonna be probably one of the most challenging cleans I've done all year. I'll talk about some of those challenges later on, but with all that being said, there's not much left to it but to do it. So let's get straight into this episode of Shoe Care Academy. All right guys, for before and after purposes, I'm just gonna set one shoe, set that aside so we can get down and dirty. For this cleaning, we're gonna be showcasing our essential foam cleaning bundle, which comes with the foam cleaner, all 3 of your brushes, and a towel. This is gonna be great for this cleaning since we do have a lot of challenges, what I'm gonna talk about right now. The biggest challenge is actually this swoosh. As you can see, it has a teal suede swoosh that is notorious for bleeding. Looking at the shoe, I can already see some of the dye bleeding onto the uppers, which just knowing cleaning shoes in the past, I know there's a potential that shoe's gonna bleed. I think it's honestly inevitable, but I'm gonna do every tip, tricks, and tools in our arsenal to make sure that doesn't happen. So we will be going over to our Rejuvenator cleaning station just to get the best possible results and take out all the tools. Another major challenge is actually this mesh. Our number one thing is the sneaker laundry system, the best way to properly deep clean mesh. However, since it does have that suede swoosh and we don't want it to bleed, we're not gonna put this in the wash and we wanna treat this shoe the safest possible way, which is why we got the foam cleaner. With that said, let's get started. All right, here we go. Our cleaning set is all set. Now it's time to get this party rolling. First things first, I am gonna grab one of our adjustable shoe trees and just insert it like so. What that's gonna do is really pop up that toe box, allow us to apply as much pressure as we need to just to get a deep and effective clean. With that said, time to remove these laces. Now that the laces are off, I'm just gonna grab our soft brush and really dry brush, kick off as much dirt as possible, and then we're actually gonna step inside our Rejuvenator store and use the air compressor just to get an even deeper flush. I'm not sure how well you guys can tell, but as I'm dry brushing the shoe on the suede, I'm already seeing some of the fibers come off on that brush. So again, this is definitely gonna be a pretty tricky, challenging clean. With that said, let's go over to our drop-off cleaning station. All right, y'all, I'm all done using the air compressor to really blow out, get off all that loose dust. I went ahead and made the executive decision just to go ahead and proceed with this cleaning right here at our Rejuvenator store, just because I want all the tools right at my fingertips just to help get the best possible clean. First things first, I am gonna go ahead and take care of this midsole first, just because I don't want any excess grime to leak onto this mesh upper. So with that said, I'm gonna grab our medium all-purpose brush. I'm gonna grab our foam cleaner. Gonna put a little bit of pumps directly on our brush and tackle this midsole. So here we go. I do have a small bowl of water just to allow me to rinse off our brush. I highly advise y'all to have that as well, especially when using the foam. Our medium bristle brush is doing a great job on this midsole so far. However, I want an even deeper clean, which is why I'm gonna grab our stiff bristle brush, work on this midsole and outsole. So let's get it, let's go. Looks like there's some minor gunk inside the outsole. Since this is a customer shoe, I gotta show it that extra love. So let me go ahead and grab a pick to pick some of this stuff out. I'm done with that step. Again, it's just really paying that extra attention to detail. Now I do have a wire bristle brush that we use a lot just to get that extra deep clean. So let me go ahead and just scrub in some of those areas that had that excess gunk. All right, I do want to just highlight the brush I'm currently using right now. We use these inside our store to get a deep clean on the outsoles and midsoles. We also sell a brass bristle brush on our website. You can use the brass brush to reset suede, and if you're going to use that, keep that brush dry at all times. Otherwise, you can purchase the brass brush on our website to allow you to get a deep outsole clean. Man, these midsoles and outsoles are looking great so far. Now it's time for the challenge. Let's work on these uppers. To do that, we are gonna go ahead and use our soft bristle brush with the OxiClean. I'm gonna use the same technique, just apply it directly to the brush, and I'm gonna work panels at a time. So first, I'm gonna start on this toe box just because it's not as challenging. The last section I'm gonna do is work on the middle panels, and we'll talk about that as I go. But right now, let's hit this tongue and toe box. Right now I do have our microfiber towel, and I'm just using it to help scratch away and kind of lift off any stains that may be trapped in the mesh. Done with that toe box and tongue, now it's time to proceed with this cleaning, but with caution. All right, let's go ahead and get a close-up of these stains in the back. As you can see, it's very close to the swoosh, so I'm not gonna go ahead and clean that using the brush in solution or foam. What I'm gonna use is a sneaker wipe, and I'm gonna attempt to clean it using this. This is just gonna allow me to get a more detailed and controlled clean in this back section. I'm gonna use the same sneaker wipe and attempt to get different areas around the swoosh. Again, the key thing to use this is so we're not potentially getting that swoosh wet. All right, I'm all done with the sneaker wipe. I was able to spot clean some areas, and I used the foam to clean pretty much the whole shoe. However, right now, what I'm gonna do is step back to the air compressor to help push out any trapped in soap that might still be in the material that didn't get flushed out. All right guys, I'm done with the air compressor. That step was crucial because what we found in the past using soap and water and cleaning white canvas, it will dry, and basically when it does dry, some of that soap can surface and leaves it like a yellow tint, makes it look really dingy. So using that air compressor allowed us to really push out and flush out any soap that was still trapped in the shoe, since we're not putting it inside the sneaker laundry system. But as I was doing that, I did notice these insides, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove this shoe tree, as well as this insole, and just get a nice deeper scrub. All right, ladies and gents, we are almost there. Right now, we are moving on to our laces. Take care of these, just put them inside your bowl of water, swoosh them around like so, and you can just put them between your hands and really just start scrubbing, then really wringing out all that excess dirt. Might as well use just another extra squirt. Another thing you can use is your soft bristle brush and use it just to scrub out any trapped in stains in your laces. Just get one final rinse. All right, and that is gonna do it. Right now, I do have to set these shoes and laces on our fan, just allow them to dry. Honestly, the shoe should dry pretty quick, again, since we used our foam and I didn't oversaturate this mesh and get it all soaking wet. So it should dry fairly quick, but I'll see y'all before you know it. All right, there it is. That's gonna do it. That's gonna wrap things up for today's episode of Shoe Care Academy on these Nike SB Futura Dunks. Let me go and just bring in this dirty pair so you can see how well we got down. I did want to go ahead and recap today's video. Remember, a customer sent these shoes into us using our online cleaning service. He chose our signature package. However, due to the color, texture, and materials, we had to give it that white glove approach so we didn't oversaturate or cause any bleeding to this swoosh. The main component of this cleaning is going to be the foam cleaner. It allowed us to safely clean these shoes and not get too much water on the mesh, which would cause that to run and bleed into the suede. I do want to mention, if you have the shoe at home and you want to clean the suede, you can actually use our dry suede kit. It's going to be the safest way to spot clean any type of suede. Basically, it's just a suede eraser and an all-purpose brush. Highly recommend that if you're trying to clean the suede on this shoe, or if you want to spot clean any all suede shoes. You can get results just like this by shopping with shoemaker.com, but you already know that. Before I leave, I want to hit you guys with an exclusive promo code to save you guys 20%. That code's Futura20 to save 20%, but again, it's only going to be for the first 20 orders, so act fast. My name's Pretty Boy Rob, and I'll see you on another one. Peace.